Call me crazy, but creating a podcast that is all about life's questions, come on. Like, where's this been all our life, right? You mean to tell me that life doesn't come with a manual? Life doesn't come with this, book of questions, book of how to navigate, how to throw questions back at life. It doesn't even come with a team, a committee, guru. Like we don't get Splinter from Ninja Turtles. We don't get our a shaman. Come on. I know. We all have special people in our lives, whether it's family or friends or a mentor along the way that we can go to, but I am here with what I'm calling my legacy project. So let me fill you in here. I've had a lot of really cool things happen in my life. I've also had a shit ton of struggles, but who hasn't, right? Because that's life, and that's why I'm bringing us together right now. And I look at this as I wish someone along the way was dropping recording somewhere, creating a library of, hey, when life asks you this, respond with this. Or go within and ask yourself these questions. Help yourself find the answers. Help yourself make big decisions, tough decisions. Help yourself just even manage or process when those tough times come along that we have absolutely no control over. This is how you go within. This is how you process it. This is how, just trying to navigate life, honestly. But we don't really have that. Like on a personal conversational level in our pop culture. We're just it kind of feels anyway, that we're just thrown to the wolves, and hopefully you meet some trusting people along the way that you get to talk to and they help you out. And honestly, that's another way that I've been blessed, and I know that you have been too, to just have the right people and the right seasons. Even if someone is just in your life for a season, maybe it was for that reason. So I decided as a legacy project that I'm just going to start throwing questions, like the questions that life throws at us. And we're going to put them up on the board. Imagine a big target on the wall. And then we've got the darts. And we're going to throw questions back at it. We're going to throw perspectives back at it. We are going to share, how each of us would respond differently when those questions are coming at us in our life, like forks in the road or decisions we have to make, things we need to let go, things we need to bring in, allow to come in. And I just want to do this together. But at least with this, there's a library of questions and just life stuff, things that we're going to be celebrating too. Like, oh my gosh, this happened, in a great way. Understanding that even the good things pass. The wonderful things that we want, those good feelings to last forever. Unfortunately, those end too. But fortunately, the tough things end as well. And this became a legacy project because, just reflecting in life, we have 3 kids and they are all adults now. And you just get to this point in life where you're like, wait, what do I still have left on my bucket list? What do I still need to have done to go like, okay, I made it. My final day can come anytime. And for me, it's knowing that there's a library where my kids my nieces and nephews, my friends and family, people who know me, but also for anybody to open this podcast up, look through the episodes, find the ones that meet your situation that you have going on in life, and be able to listen to that and hear the questions that come in, or like the questions of life that are thrown at you, and then where we go within and we throw questions back. We respond life's questions with questions. And that's what, actually, let me just go ahead and open that up. I have this little theory, okay? I have this theory that when we do respond with questions, we're opening up that curiosity within us. Curiosity is authentic to you. Only you have your own curiosities. We're not coming up with questions in life that are someone else's questions. No, we have our own curiosities to respond to life with. Unfortunately, we have been in a world or in a culture of, isolation and, where we don't have the courage to ask people questions. We sure the hell don't have the courage to be asking for help. Or it just feels exhausting to okay, all of this that I've been processing in my heart and in my mind, if I tell this to somebody, now I got to explain all of it all over again, because we live in this world of instant where we're just like, can I just send this file and then give me a call and we'll talk about it and maybe you can help me out? Being in this modern culture, it feels exhausting to be like, well, let's just start from the beginning. This is what's been going on. No. We have a busy culture, and we do have an instant culture, and we do have a isolation culture where we do everything on our own side of the screen. And so with that being said, I believe that when we respond to any situation or person or ourselves, the life questions that come at us, I believe that if we, I'm going to tell you 3 things here. 1, we respond with curiosity. Now we have connected ourselves to it. Now we're open to receiving. And then 2, once we've connected with it, now we can begin to explore and create with it. So we can create that next move. We can create what we need to let go of or what we need to be open to receiving. And then 3, you can't help but to live in authenticity of your own life. And what does that mean to live in authenticity? It is to live for yourself. We have advice everywhere. Just get on any social media page and you've got advice thrown at you on every screen, on every swipe, on every scroll. But what I believe is that answers live within us. We are made from a creator, and we are creation. So if a creator created creation, you and I, the plants, the flowers, the trees, the animals, the insects, we are all creation. So if creator created creation, then creation can also create. And if we live in creativity mode, and I don't mean being a crafty, artsy person, I mean just living in creativity of that we are constantly creating our lives. So it's creativity as in a being, not a doing. So we are being in creative mode so that in everything we do, there is creation happening. So we're not just, let me word this in a different way. We're not just being the robots of a culture that says, do it like this. You go to school, you go to college, you meet somebody, you get married, you have a family, like all the things, you pay the bills. We aren't just robots to a culture. And we're also not just robots to our friends and family who say, well, you should do it like this and you should do it like that. Honestly, I don't think anybody should give advice at all. I wish that was kind of ripped from us, because I think that's where the separation happens from us just living in Groundhog Day of, we're doing the same thing over and over. We wake up at the same time. We drink our caffeine. We go to school or work, pay the bills, we cook the dinner, go to bed at the same time. And then at the end of the day, we lay our head on the pillow and we say, man, I just feel like something's missing. This can't be all this is. We just do this forever until we retire. And apparently after retirement, that's when the fun life happens. Who says you even get to retire? I mean, for one, my dad died a year before he got to retire. He worked his whole damn life for retirement. Died a year before it. That can't be all this is. We aren't just robots to a culture, to this promise that may never come. I'll tell you what it also isn't. It isn't this productivity culture that we are the robot to, that like, do more, do more, do more. Like, if somebody asks you, so what you been up to? Oh, I just been busy. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Or how was your day? Oh, I've gotten so much done. I got to do this. At what point did we decide that the more productive we are, the more valuable we are? I mean, you don't hear somebody go, how's your day been? Or how's your week been? Oh, I haven't done much of anything. Just chilling. That would be a not socially correct answer to say, because that's not received. You know what's received? To say that you've done 50 things today. And I think that's sickening. You know what happens with that? Is that's why we're throwing down energy drinks and all this caffeine all day and every day. And then you've got spot treating with Adderall that like, oh, I've got to get all this stuff done today. I got to organize this. I got to clean this. And I've put it off long enough. So now I need to pop some Addies. And now you're living on that. So now caffeine wasn't enough. Now you're popping Addies. And who knows from on to there. And then because you've worked yourself so damn hard all day long, whether it's in schoolwork or work or kids or, like we've worked so hard all day that now you need to transition in the evening just to calm the heck down. So now you got to drink alcohol? You got to smoke weed? No, this is not what life is. And I refuse to believe that we just came into this life to be robots, be tossed around. We've been given these feelings that like at the end of the day, when we lay our head down and we're like, something's missing. This can't be all it is. And yet we wake up the next morning and do the exact same thing over and over. So I look at it like this. If that's not all it is, and if that comes up in your heart or on your mind, then I say let's lean into it. I think we're coming out of the eras and the generations of where you just don't talk about it. Like that's bogus to me. Why not, right? Curiosity killed the cat. Oh, no, it didn't. Actually, you look back, look it up. Put it on your chat GPT. Find out the origin of Curiosity Killed the Cat. It was never that at all. It was from a play in the 1800s that it was care killed the cat. Wait till you hear this. And what care killed the cat, what that meant in those days, care was whenever you hesitated for too long and you overthought for too long and you were analyzing for too long, putting too much care into a moment. Care killed the cat. Oh, so why did it turn into curiosity? It turned into curiosity in an era where government and bosses and higher ups, authority, didn't want you asking questions because they didn't want you to know too much. So somewhere along the line, they switched it to curiosity killed the cat so that you wouldn't ask questions, so that you would fear asking questions, so that you would fear the answers. And then to add on to it, they said, you don't want to know the answers. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answers to. And they put fear in there further. I say, let's dig this bad boy up. Let's dig up curiosity. Let's bring questions to everything. Because it might be possible. It might be possible. All right, little secret. Little spoiler alert. When you bring curiosity to any life situation, it will birth creativity. The mode that we want to be living from that creates the authenticity that we get to live in. Because I'm going to share something with you. This is a quote I came up with. Actually, a friend and I had a great conversation, and this quote came up between us, and that is, we think we're living, but we're only alive. Let that land. I'm going to repeat that. We think we're living, but we're only alive. And doesn't that meet us where our head is on the pillow and we're saying this can't be all it is? We just grind all day, every day. We just live paycheck to paycheck. We just live on Groundhog Day, week by week. That's exactly the feeling, isn't it? We feel like we're just alive. We're just bodies going through the motions, being shoved here, being shoved there. Oh, this is the new trend. Oh, this is the way to do that now. Oh, there's a new technology. Okay. We go on and on. What time do I need to be there for this? Okay. What do I need to bring? Okay. Or just being sent through the assembly line. No. We are social beings. We are creative beings. And I don't think there's a coincidence that the common denominator word in creator and create and creation and creativity and recreate and creature and created is the word create. Don't you hear this? Don't you hear? This is the blood. This is the oxygen. This is the life force. This is the heartbeat. This is the DNA back to original creator. So whether you call creator, let's just be multilingual here, no matter what your beliefs are. Creator is God, it's source, like source energy, it's spirit, it's any name you want to give it, because we're going to be bilingual here or multilingual here. Any name you give it is the same, even if you feel that the original creator is the womb that you were made in, your mother. Creator, created, creation, to keep on creating. And once we separate ourselves from living a life of just being told what to do, doing all the things right, abiding by all the rules, doing the milestones in life that we're supposed to do, abiding by what the culture is doing next and the next cool thing, then we're just imitating. We're not creating. We're just copy paste of what the culture tells us to do. Copy paste. We're just alive doing a copy paste thing every day. But if we live as if we know that we come from a creator that created us in creation, then we know it's our duty to wake up and create again today. Create the way you want your morning to be. Create the way you head to school or work. Create what you do with the moments between it all. Do you have time where it's just quiet? Or do you fill it with music? Do you fill it with another podcast? Do you fill it with conversations that you're having with other people? Do you just distract yourself? Do you fill it with television? Do you fill it with doom scrolling? Or do you allow yourself to sit in silence and let the human experience that you're in create the vibe, create the moment, create what's going to end up happening next, create a new idea, create what you're going to do when you get home, create how you want to spend your evening versus just doom scrolling or watching TV. That's when we're living in authenticity. And that is why I want to bring life's questions up on this board on the wall. And I want to throw so much creativity, or I should back up. I want to throw so much curiosity at it because I want to connect with it. I want to connect with those questions in life, those forks in the road in life. I want to connect with them. So I'm going to throw curiosity back at it. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open it up out loud. And I want you to also. And that's that connection of that curiosity is going to take us to that creativity so that we can live in that creative mode to help us feel more alive, because we are going to be living in it. And next thing you know, you're walking in authenticity. All of us get to. So I want to open up these conversations. I want to do them out loud. I want there to be a library of topics. And I've got a list of questions that are already submitted. So I'm so excited for the episodes to come, the months to come, the years to come, that we are going to be having these conversations together. And I sure hope you're here for the ride. There's a quote that I absolutely love, and it's, "We're all just walking each other home," because that's what this is. We don't have to go through it by ourselves. We're not walking by ourselves. And I refuse to believe in a culture that says, figure it out on your own. Doom scroll it on your own. YouTube it on your own. DIY everything. No. We are social creatures. We are human beings that have been given a body. We are human beings that have been given our own human experience. We don't share brains. We don't share bodies. We don't share heart space. We've been given our own. And so we get to walk this with everyone else's and navigate this together. And I just think, like, where's this been all of our life? So are you in? Do you have the audacity? Do you have the audacity to step in on this, to walk with me, to walk with my husband, to walk with our kids, to walk with my friends, my family? Do you have the audacity to come in and choose not to walk this by yourself, but that we can all walk each other home? I don't have all the answers, which is all the more reason why I need you. Even if you're 5 years old listening to this, you have wisdom within you that has the ability to teach me if I'm open to receiving, if I'm open to living in creativity mode, to see things in a different perspective, to live life in a different perspective. Wherever you're hearing this from, whatever platform it is, there's probably a subscribe button. I invite you to click it. I will be releasing episodes every week, new questions that we can open up together. And I hope it starts a lot of conversations. I hope I see you in my DMs. I hope I get responses from you. I hope it opens up more questions. The more curiosity we have, the more connection we have. The more connection we have, the more exploring and creativity we have. And the more we have of all of that, the more authenticity we're living in. And I don't want to do this alone. So let's get this party started. And I'll see you in the next episode.